Hello everybody, this is Blackbird, and today I'm going to be giving you the review of the Ruger SR556 gas piston rifle. In this review, I'm going to give you an overview of why I chose it, what the gun came with, any upgrades I've done to it, any problems I've had with it, and my score of it. I chose this rifle because I felt it matched the HK416. I thought the two guns had a lot of similarities. HK416 was adopted by Special Forces and U.S. Naval Special Warfare units just for its reliability in combat. HK416 will run you a little under $3,000 for the civilian version. I picked this up for $15, so you can't compare those two prices. Out the box, this was pretty impressive. Came with a Ruger soft case, front sight adjustment tool, 3 PMags, and a bunch of other goodies. Let's start with the barrel here. This is a cold hammer forged barrel. This is a very thick barrel. You can see it down in there. It's going to be considered a heavy barrel, mil spec, 16 inches in length, chrome lined. It's chambered in 5.56 NATO with a 1 in 9 twist. Now, of course, with the heavy barrel, it's going to take a while for it to heat up and then a while for it to cool back down. On top of that, we got a Troy free floating quad rail. This is a very big quad rail. I believe it's about 10 inches in length. There's plenty of space to do whatever you could possibly want to do. The only down is it's going to make the front a little heavy. The back here did come with this Hogue grip. This is a very rubbery grip. Has a nice feel to it. There's no need to ever change that. On top, the gun came with Troy flip-up sights. These are going to be all metal battle sights, HK style. They are very rugged. There's going to be no need to ever change those as well. The bolt is going to be chrome plated. This is a very nice bolt. You can see the little Ruger symbol on there, but there is one. On the inside in the chamber, you're going to have some M4 feed ramps. In the back here, buffer tube's mil spec. The actual buffer inside is just a standard one though. I was thinking about upgrading it, but the gun runs so smooth, the recoil's so little, I doubt I'll ever do that. I have seen some people that have had issues with carrier tilt. I've put about 1,500 rounds through mine. I have no wear and tear going on in there. It looks brand new. Now the piston, which makes this gun unique, I'm going to kind of get a little in depth in this. There's a lot of other piston rifles out there. This one's unique in itself. As to the rail, has these bushings on here, which are going to be a pain to remove. But there is no need to ever remove this to access the piston. Piston's coated in a nickel Teflon. So there's no need to ever clean that, maintenance it. No need to get in there at all. A lot of other pistons, you actually have to take this whole piece off and clean the actual piston. The pieces you do got to clean are going to be this front piece right here. And there's another little guy in here that come out. All those get very dirty, and they are chrome, so they do clean up. This piston has 4 settings. And you can see that, but it's going to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. 0's off. You can actually change this into a bolt action if you wanted to. You just basically turn that with a bullet or some type of tool. Now the piston, the way this gun works is when you fire the bullet, the gases from the bullet actually go up a hole in the barrel right here, and then they actually push a piston back to cycle the next round. The direct impingement style of an AR, the gases are going to come forward, and they're actually going to go up, and they're going to actually go down another tube, and the actual gases is what is going to cycle the bolt. Two major differences. The direct impingement is going to get real hot, real dirty back in this area. As to the gas piston, it's going to get real hot and dirty up here. Civilian use, you're probably not going to need to have the piston for any reason. It's just going to make your gun more reliable. I mean, if all you do is go to the shooting range, you're never really going to have any issues with the direct impingement. But why the military probably adopted it is when you put a suppressor on the front here and you have a direct impingement, the gases cannot escape the barrel, the extra ones. So all those extra gases actually coming back here and blowing in the operator's face. And during a conflict, I'm sure you can imagine how that would be. Now with the piston, if you had a suppressor on here, all the extra gases and everything's just going to shoot out here. Fully automatic mode, you're busting some shots, clip after clip. You put 400 rounds through this. It's going to be really hot, really dirty back in this area right here. As to the piston, it's going to be all up in here. So those are going to be the major differences. Also, these ARs like to run wet. And when you get all that heat, that's going to actually burn off some of that oil. So I've noticed when I am done shooting for the day, I'll take out my bolt and it's still oiled. So it really does stay pretty cool and clean back there. Now on the front here, the gun did come with a birdcage flash suppressor. I swapped that out for this Troy Medieval muzzle brake. Definitely a pretty big difference on the two. You can see the front there, pretty cool look to it. Definitely changed the recoil. You are going to have a lot of muzzle flash going on up there. I do have a 360-degree swivel on here. I usually run a 2-point sling. Connect that back here where I can drop in a pin. For my VG, I am running a GPS, which is a grip pod system. This has actually been a pretty good VG just for its lightweight, and it's a 2-in-1. You push a button and bipod pops out the bottom. These are pretty cheap in price. I haven't had any issues with that at all. On top, just running an EOTech. It makes good for some fun running and gunning. The back there, the gun did come with some, just a standard M4 stock. I swapped it out for this Magpul ACS. I've been very pleased with this. The ergonomics, the feel, everything has changed. It does have some storage in here. 2 tubes, and there's actually a little compartment in the back there. I recommend if you're going to have any storage on this gun, don't do it in the hand grip. Don't do it right here. Do everything in the back. It'll balance it out a little bit more. The gun also came with 3 Troy handguards, just some standard black ones. They're not bad. I did throw these Magpul ladders on here just for a more slim line on this quad rail. Problems I've had with this is when I run steel casings, it can get real hot in here, and sometimes the steel will expand, or if it's polymer coated, that'll stick in there, and then when the piston comes back to extract the shell, it just rips right through it, leaving with the failure to extract the shell inside there. And the only way to get that out is to actually put a push rod down the barrel, and it has been kind of a pain, but I've been running brass through this ever since, and I haven't had any issues with it at all. Trigger is just standard. I think it's about a 5-pound pull on that. Nothing really major going on there. My score is definitely going to be a 9 out of 10. I feel Ruger definitely came through, backed up their name. This has been a very solid rifle. It's quality. I definitely would recommend it. You purchase this rifle, you will not be disappointed. This is Blackbird again. I'm Oscar Mike. You guys stay handy with the steel.